Hi everyone, I am Shalini. My supervisors are Dr. UP Liyanage and Dr. RMCS Ratnayaka. My undergraduate research topic is identification factors on productivity and phenological synchronization of plant monocophyoids. Introduction. Monocophyoids belongs to the species of plant in the Annonacea family. In singular, it is called Omara. Monocophyoids is a forest plant growing in tropical intermediate forest and pollinated by a native species of beetle in Sri Lanka. So the survival of monocophyoids is very important for the long time survival of beetles. The other important thing is to use monocophyoids to obtain wood because the stem of the plant is straight. Problem statement. Monocophyoids are pollinated by a species of a beetle endemic to Sri Lanka. So the long time survival of both monocophyoids and beetle is important. It is also important to accurately identify the behavior, characteristics and timing of plant phenomena in order to manage and protect the plant. The problem here is the inability to take conservation and management measures of either pollinator or the plant due to lack of studies. Objectives of study. The main purpose of this study to analyze and forecast phenological parameters such as flower buds, open flowers, leaf flushing, leaf dropping, immature fruits and mature fruits of monocophyoids. The other objectives are to study phenological changes of the monocophyoids with climate changes, to investigate annual variation in phenological patterns of monocophyoids, to identify the phenology of the leaves, flowers, fruits of monocophyoids and its specialties, to determine the relationships between the phenology at a population level and individual behaviors. The significance of the study. This study is a pure science study. Pure science is the study of a natural phenomena, also known as natural science or fundamental science. This is mainly done to understand the patterns of the trees in the natural forest. The understanding thus gained will be one of the foundations for forest management and wildlife conservation. So it is important for the protection of animal diversity and biodiversity. This is also important for sustainable ecosystem management in the intermediate zone forest in Sri Lanka. There are only few kinds of research for monocophyoids. The data collecting method. This data was collected based on a plant called monocophyoids in the Manikdena Archaeological Forest Reserve. Manikdena Forest Reserve is located in an isolated mountainous area in the Matare district of the central province of Sri Lanka. The 50 trees from the monocophyoids plant were selected, labeled and data collected weekly from January 2002 to January 2005. The literature review. In this table shows some research papers, their purpose and what I got out of it. Many kinds of research have described the phenology of different kinds of plant, but there are only a few studies on monocophyoids. Several algorithms have been proposed for clustering in the literature. Because of its simplicity, the k-means clustering algorithm is the most widely used. Self-organizing map is a powerful method for clustering and visualization of multidimensional data. Many researchers have identified the time periods during which the flowers, fruits and leaves of different kind of plants appear, but no any research for the monocophyoids. The methodology. The data collected the collected data were analyzed using clustering, self-organizing map, time series analysis. K-means clustering. K-means clustering is aimed to partition n observations into k clusters in which each observation belongs to the cluster with the nearest mean, serving as a prototype of the cluster. elbow method, average silhouette method, and gap statistic method are used to determine the optimal number of clusters in a dataset. The term cluster validation is used to design the procedure of evaluating the goodness of clustering algorithm results. So, self-organizing map, in a way similar to the self-learning process of the human brain, a neural network can be designed for unsupervised learning. Self-organizing feature maps learn to classify input vectors according to how they are grouped in the input space. Time series analysis. Univariate time series consists of a sequence of measurements of the same variable recorded over equal time increment. A time series considered to be stationary if the sample mean and sample variance and autocorrelation are not different over time period. Unit-root tests are used to identify whether the time series is exactly stationary or non-stationary. There are KPSS test, ADF test, and PP test. The method time series models are AR, MA, ARMA, and etc. The method that we use to choose a proper statistical model among a set of competing models is called model selection criteria. Akaka information criteria used for model selection criteria, and the model with minimum AIC is considered the best model. The residuals are evaluated to check whether there is heteroscedasticity, autocorrelation, and normality. A model for describing the variance of a time series in Arch and Gauge models. In the best fitted model, all the coefficients should be significant. If there are probability values of the given coefficients less than the confidence interval, it can be concluded that the model coefficients are significant. And root mean squared error, mean absolute percentage error, and mean absolute error were used as the model accuracy criteria. Considering phenological parameters are leaf drops, leaf flushing, flower buds, open flowers, immature fruits, and mature fruits. The data cleaning process. The data cleaning process was carried out, and there are a few missing values. Missing values were imputed using linear interpolation methods. This shows box plot for all 6 phenological parameters. Association test. Pearson correlation coefficients are used to measure the strength and direction of a linear relationship between two numerical variables in the study. So this above correlogram shows the correlation between phenological parameters. All the correlations between phenological parameters are positive except flushing and leaf drops. In this correlogram shows the correlation between the error term in the phenological parameters. K-means clustering. Here the cluster analysis was done considering all the 6 phenological parameters of moon and coffeoids using K-means clustering. First of all, we determine the optimum number of clusters. Here we use elbow method, silhouette method, and gap statistic method. According to the 3 figures, the optimum number of cluster is 2, and this shows how the 50 trees are clustered. And cluster validation in here shows cluster silhouette plot and average silhouette width of each clusters. A silhouette width of approximately 1 and done index should be maximized, mean that the observation is well clustered. A silhouette width close to 0 means that the observation lie between 2 clusters. So in here we can conclude that the observations are not well clustered. These are the summary of the clustering analysis. This table shows the average silhouette width for each clusters and done index. Self-organizing map. Here the self-organizing map is done considering all the 6 phenological parameters. Self-organizing map topology of 14 neurons positioned in an 2 by 7 hexagonal grid. Each neuron has learned to represent a different class of tree with the adjacent neuron typically representing similar classes. So self-organizing neighbor distance shows how distant each neuron's class is from its neighbors. Connection, which are bright, indicate highly connected area of the input. And self-organizing map input plane shows a weight plane for each of the 6 input features. These are the summary of the self-organizing map. The time series analysis. Cross-correlation helpful for identifying lags of the x variables. According to the first figure shows maximum value at h equal -2. So we can say that flower buds are lead to open flowers about 2 weeks later. So model fitting and forecasting. Here consider only open flowers. Time series plot of weekly open flowers appears to be stationary as there are no seasonal patterns and trends. So here we use the unit root test. So we can say open flowers are stationary at 5% level of significance. And the model with minimum AIC value was selected as the good model among the several possible models. Among the candidate models, ARMA23 was a good model with minimum AIC value and the model fitted the open flowers. So after that we check the model adequacy. In the fitted model, the normality assumption is violated and the residuals are not homozygosity at 5% level of significance. So it indicates the presence of the arch effect in the residuals. We go to fit the arch model. Least AIC was in the GARCH11 model, hence ARMA23 model is suitable for error variance. It implies GARCH11 model can be used in the modeling the errors. Again check the model adequacy. The residuals of the model has a constant variance, are not normally distributed and are independent. The fitted model can be used in the forecasting. So this figure shows the pattern of actual fitted and residual value for the training data set, and another figure shows the actual versus fitted values of the weekly open flowers for testing data set. So these are the summary of the all time series analysis for all phenological parameters and climatic factors. The discussion. Most trees have flower buds and immature fruits from March to May and April to May. Generally, most of the trees have 0.1 to 1.9% flower buds and open flowers. All the relationships are weakly positive, but only leaf drops and leaf flushing are weakly negative. And cluster analysis identify groups with the similar behaviors. The best clustering is when the flower buds and open flowers are clustered together. So the behavior of all the trees seems to be the same. Then adequacy of the models was checked and residual were independent, had a constant variance, but the residual were not normally distributed in the model. Then all the model was used for the forecasting. Forecasting of the 6 phenological parameters of moon cohorts and climatic factors with the 29 observations. The limitations of the study. Here only average temperature and rainfall were considered as a climatic factor. In addition, data were collected only for 3 years, but there is maybe more other biotic factor that affect the phenological patterns. Their impact on the phenological patterns cannot be identified directly, and those impact on phenological patterns of the moon cohorts might not be predictable. So suggestions for future works. If If the study could be done to topographical features and other climatic factors with an additional long time period, it would provide many precise results on this study. Univariate time series model were used in this study. The conclusion: the delay between flower buds and open flowers 2 weeks, leaf flushing and mature fruits in 17 weeks, etc. It was identified that the flowering and fruiting period are from January to May and from March to August respectively. Generally, the behavior of all the trees seems to be the same. Therefore, it can be determined that the behavior of monon coffeoid does not change according to the location of the upper or lower elevation. These are the references, and thank you.